performance driven and not profit driven. I feel this is really important because I don't want my advert to feel like it's being made to get profit. I want it to enhance people's performance. Condition of reception. So I've come up with where I want my advert to be placed. So I've looked at putting it on Coronation Street, which is going to be on ITV, because Coronation Street brings the older population, and a lot of women between 25 and 35 watch Coronation Street, so this will target my older audience. I also want to look at putting on E4, because E4 has a lot of programs like Youngers that get younger generations. So I think if I can put it between an advert of Coronation Street and between an advert of Youngers, that will get both audiences. I also feel Britain's Got Talent is a very watched program, and if I can put it between something like that, that will go out to a bigger audience. Same for the EMAs. The EMAs are held on MTV, and to put something on MTV does not cost a lot of money. And I feel like if I put it on something like the EMAs, in the break of that, that's got a wider population. Rebranding. My chocolate from the 1920s till now has ever changed drastically. The chocolate was very simple and it changes. And as you can see, through the years, it's changed to be this luxurious chocolate. So I want to keep the branding the same, and I want it to be luxury, but I want it to brand out to a bigger audience. Meet my audience. My target audience is Irene Lewis Richards. She's 25 and she works in a school office. After giving that questionnaires, I've come to the decision that it is the older audience from age 25 to 35 that buy the flake. They usually buy the flake after work of a night time, because the flake is a messy chocolate, so they prefer to eat when they go home. It's this luxurious. It's like they're getting through the day. That's what they want to eat when they get home. And I want to rebrand the chocolate as not just being this luxurious chocolate they can eat at night time. I want it to be this luxurious chocolate that helps you with what you want to do when you're older or be. My audience, they mostly watch soaps like Coronation Street and EastEnders, which is why I think putting my advert in that kind of market on ITV will really help. And they also care about the family, so family programs like Wife Swap, which is on E4, which help to bring out to my old audience. And they watch stuff like The Voice, and I feel this is really important because stuff like The Voice is not just watched by the younger generation, I mean the older generation, it's by the younger generation as well. Okay, so the products that appeal to my target audience. The main two products I feel are Lindor and the Galaxy chocolate, because they're both this luxury chocolate, and their adverts convey the same conventions as my advert. In the advert, they both use young women in a chocolate looking sexy, which is the same thing that my advert does. And these chocolates, the Galaxy is worth more for the money, and that's what a lot of people might be like, oh, the flakes very small and it costs a lot of money. So I think this is a major competition in my branding of my market. So the competition research, if you can see underneath, these are all shot images from the advert over the coming years. You can see how it all relates to a sexy girl eating a chocolate and trying to seduce the audience, which kind of only relates to females. So the chocolate is luxurious, so I want it to have a different line of appeal. I don't want it to just be sexy, sophisticated and women orientated. I want it to branch out to a bigger audience. My competition in terms of taste is the Ripple, is the Time Out, is the 12. Why do I say that? They all taste the same. However, the 12, you get more for your money. You get 2 bars. So if somebody was to ask me, do you want a flake or do you want a 12? I'd be like, oh, I'm hungry, I want a 12 because it's going to fill me up more. A Time Out is a break chocolate. If you want to go on a little break or you're at work and you have a break time, you're going to eat a Time Out, you're not going to eat a flake. So this is where I really need to look at rebranding my chocolate so it overcomes these kind of chocolates itself. Competition. So my USP is by bringing the unique selling point of the chocolate. I think by making my product unique, is by having Michael Jordan, one of the most successful NBA players. He not only reaches out to one audience, he reaches out to a lot of different people. But having this kind of endorsement of celebrities, a dancer and a footballer and a basketballer will not just reach out to younger generation or older generation, it will branch out to everybody. This is unique. I have not seen this in any other video. Technical products that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a Mac in the school to edit my program, my advert. I'm going to be using a tripod for when I want to get straight shots. I also want to use lights. I've kind of already spoke about lights. In my dance studio, we've got a dance studio, we've got light setups. So I've asked my dance teacher if I can borrow them, which seems okay, and I also want to use a camera. And the practical things I want to use is a basketball for the basketball player to shoot in the hoop. I also want to get a nice dancer's bag and obviously a flake chocolate bar to put inside the bag. Logistical. If I can't get Sabrina, she's a really good dancer, and because she's really busy with her life, I'll be looking at getting my dance partner Nicole, who also studies in contemporary dance. So that is who I'll get to play instead. If I can't get with her, he's busy with exams, my next option is Lamar, who also goes to the school because he plays basketball and he has this kind of big persona about himself. Within my crew, I'm hopefully going to get Ganit just to help me. If I can't film it directly and I'm trying to direct it, I just want somebody there by my side to help me through that. Legal and ethical constraints. The main points I've looked at is children, misleading, privacy and food supplements. First of all, children, why? Because I feel if I'm filming in an open place, I have to make sure I do not get children under the age of 18 inside my advert, because this will break the rules of the legal constraints, because people from under the age of 18 cannot be sold chocolate products. Also, misleading. I feel that I have to make sure that the way I brand my advert doesn't mislead them to thinking that it's okay to eat chocolate all the time. I want it to make sure that they feel like if they're eating the chocolate, they should exercise, so it's enhancing their life instead of just making them feel like they should eat a lot of chocolate. Privacy. I have to really make sure with public places like my dance studio that I do not affect people's privacy when I'm filming. For example, if there's dancers coming in and out, if they don't want to be in the fridge, I really need to make sure I get that across to them that they shouldn't be in the premises at that time. Food supplements. I need to make sure, as I know chocolate isn't supposed to be branded out as a chocolate that everyone should be eating, I need to make sure I don't brand it too much where I'm making it seem like it's healthy like a fruit. Key dates. I'm looking to make sure everything I do is a week before, so if I have any adjustments to do, I'll get it done in time. Thank you.
Alright, well done Morgan, that was a good presentation,
Really good.
definitely. You've got a good mark for it, so that's good. Now, Miss, what do you think?
I like the idea. I think that it appeals to your age group.
Yeah.
Because obviously people know who they are, and it's a nice idea. I just think that you need to make sure that you don't, because obviously you've got 3 different ideas put into one, that you don't complicate it too much.
Yeah.
I totally agree with Miss. If I just tell you, wrote down here, it's basically all the same thing. I love the dancer idea. I think it's fantastic,
Yeah.
and I think if you compare this advert to any other chocolate advert that you've got, go compare your idea and think, does this sit with the extra bits on the end? I know exactly why you've put the stuff in to appeal to boys and that kind of stuff. I just don't think you need it. I think it would overcomplicate it actually. I think if you just focus on having the female
Could you not have
element.
a boy and a girl dancer? Or, I don't know how you'd do it, but then it appeals to both.
I know what you mean, yeah.
I love it. It's like a cake that's got too much sugar in it.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So it's good, but you've put too much good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So what I would do is just take out I would take out the football element. I'd take out the celebrity endorsement element,
Yeah.
and then I think you've got an idea that is brilliant that you can shoot really well. So if we just focused on the dancer and an idea which is really conventional, because almost every advert only has one